Hi, I'm Ajane.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are starting a playthrough of Mystic Destinies Echoes. Mystic Destinies Echoes is a very loaded game for me, for us, but especially for me because it had so much controversy and I mishandled it, and everyone working on it, with the exception of the artists, didn't handle it the best way, and so it ended up being unfinished for a really long time, and I've been just like slowly plugging away at it since late 2019, even though the game was supposed to be finished in like 2017 or 18. So even though it's a loaded game, in a way I consider my work on it very healing for me. It can be very hard sometimes because a lot of the characters are like, they weren't mine originally. And I'm limited with the art so much that there's a lot of scenes where I wish, we had illustration CGs, but we don't. So, and it's also a game that unfortunately, because of the way that it was handled, it ended up making me look very bad to a lot of people. But then on the flip side, I learned a lot about writing. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about game development. It's like a game that taught me a lot. And then I learned what kind of great fans I do have. That even though, I made mistakes, they decided that they were going to stay by my side and encourage me to keep creating. So I'd like to do this playthrough as another way of kind of acknowledging my past, but also showing how far I've come, because I'm proud that the game has come as far as it has, because it just had so many iterations that weren't working out. And there were so many times that I didn't know if I'd ever be able to finish it. It isn't finished yet, but right now Killian's route and Naoki's route is almost done. And Killian's route is out and the common route is done. So we're going to be starting on a common route. And by the time we get through this common route, because the majority of the game is common route, I probably will have finished it. It probably will be out, or at least mostly out. One other last thing, Jinsoul has her mini route too. So I forgot what I was going to say other than that. So I guess let's just get started.
Alrighty. Watch in the middle of playing the game.
We're gonna play it straight from. Ignore you saw that. We're probably gonna remove that anyway.
People don't screen. Imagine if you just screenshot it.
Playing it right from the source.
Yeah, the developer's version.
Yeah, but it's not actually any different from the version. This is cool. It's the last game that Aeon Dream Studios made, because I still count it as an Aeon Dream Studios game because of the fact that and I'm sorry to Julius. Yeah,
he didn't deserve that.
I count it as the last Aeon Dream Studios game because it still contains art from the original artists and writing and stuff influenced from the team. So it's kind of like my goodbye to the team. It's very emotional for me. But so another thing that we have to know is that Chapter 1 is so long. If you play this game, it is literally 10,000 words, and to put it in comparison, perspective, everything else is 1,500 to 2,000 words. So we're actually going to be breaking up Chapter 1 into several parts. I don't know how many parts, and we will actually not be reading out all of the action out loud. We'll kind of skip around that and just kind of explain what happened, just to make it more bearable till we get to the good part. In the words of Lonely Island.
And now back to the good part.
So we are going to hit begin. By the way, I made this UI and I'm very proud of this UI actually. So it was very hard to make, but it came out really well.
And that gradient from the blue to the green.
So the background was made by our original artist years ago.
And then the twins, Naoki's shirt is untucked.
I don't know why that is. I don't know why that happened. All right, let's get going.
Chapter 1, Tide Rising. We're in Fox's Tail Bar. A popular hangout spot for young Yoru locals, which is basically the same thing as saying college-age kids up to no good.
Let me click on this. Can I click back yet? Because I recently added some UI changes to the game.
While the Ch.01 district is known for being one of the largest magical districts in the world, the red light portion of it, known as Yoru, is known as one of the most dangerous. scene is grungy, sometimes rough, but that suits my taste just fine. It's also a good place for anyone looking for good drinks, so my friend Pax and I come here sometimes.
Your friend of too many years to
The
count.
cat.
I don't remember writing this. I don't remember writing any of these.
She's not entirely reliable and often goes off without mentioning where for years at a time. Good thing they're old. But that's not what we're here for today. Today we're looking for help with a little problem we'd fallen into. Well, that might be an understatement. My contact informed me an Alpha Knight had been seen hanging around this bar, so here I am.
Alpha are the main ruling subrace of the Fae of Avalon. Like,
Elves.
yeah, basically just elves.
I snort thinking about how desperate it must be to be thinking to ask a knight for help.
Imagine having, it's like imagine having to ask a knight, like in this day and age.
Criminal asking a knight.
Yeah.
It's like a criminal asking the policeman for help.
Yeah.
Sipping my drink, I slowly look around the room, but it only takes a moment to spot who I'm looking for. Because he's just
Standing out. He doesn't look like he belongs there at all.
He's just wearing full armor in a grungy bar. It's like it sticks out like a sore thumb, just drinking away. Stands out, yeah.
I'm just gonna skip some
Skilled,
things.
powerful
Yeah.
fighter. Just gonna totally rail on Killian just wearing his armor.
But he seems pretty tough.
He
Because-
had eye patches,
'cause
scar
you're
combo,
right.
full armor. Like, that means, this dude's been through stuff and he survived. So,
Right.
And it's an old scar. It's not like it's fresh and red and stuff.
Right.
So it happened a while ago. The bartender, a succubus called Ch.01, hands us both our drinks.
And succubi are actually a race that ended up appearing for the first time in Mystic Destinies Echoes because the backer's character was a succubi.
Yeah.
So it ended up integrating them as a part of the demons that already existed, like Azuzina from Takumi's route.
Ha 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 ha. I love her jewelry.
It is very
the
elegant.
bracelet. The bracelets were like
Bracelets.
Yeah, on her wrist. Jeritzel had always been kind to me whenever we see each other, so I give her a brief smile. Thanks, Cherry. No problem. That's what I'm here for after all. She grins at me, scooting my glass just a little closer. On the house, don't worry. Oh, thanks. Cherry follows my gaze over to the knight for a moment, then turns back to us with a smile. Know him from somewhere? I look back at the knight.
Got a sax
Still
going
looking-
down and going in.
like, it's like, no, but like I will. Everything about him stands out in the bar. In fact, I bet he stands out in all of Yoru. Unless
Killian's the kind of guy that gets bullied, because he walked into the wrong neighborhood, but he actually is really badass.
Please, he really
I'm
is.
sorry. and can like kick anyone's butt, and it's just oh my gosh.
It's like he needs like a protection squad, but like he's the muscle of the protection
Yeah.
squad. He attracted a lot of bad attention. Yep. Just wondering if he's who I think he is. I might have heard of him a while back, maybe last year or the one before. Shady stuff.
It's not shady. She just is an information broker, so she hears stuff. Like they would have heard like there's this weird Alfred Knight and walking around.
Shady stuff. Information brokers are not legitimate business.
I'm really so upset right now.
Okay, but am I wrong?
I mean, I think if you file taxes, then
There was some reports over a year ago. He's been around this area before. I don't know the details, but it seems that Alpha Royalty had some issues that spilled out into this realm.
drama.
Drama!
Shinji route drama.
Play Shinji's route if you haven't. Chiritzel's voice suddenly chimes in from behind the counter. The knight's name is Killian. Been coming here for a while now. Always orders the same drink. Seems to be a lot on his mind. She trails off, looking at his lonesome form. Pax snorts in amusement. Not exactly surprising. As put together as I like to appear, the Alpha were always a dang mess. Pax picks up her drink and tosses it
what?
back in one hit.
We're just going to have to curse in these. I just thought about it because Echoes
Finally.
has so many cursing, has so much
Finally.
cursing. But it's like you shouldn't really play in Echoes anyway.
Sorry.
Because I actually do have a mature.
Sorry to any of my family.
I'm not telling her to curse. Just in case Jackie's parents are watching at any point in time, I'm not telling her she has to curse. I'm just saying that if she decides to curse, it's okay with me.
I'm just saying.
Because the game already has a mature rating.
It's like, I'm just saying it's really hard having to come up with a replacement on the spot if I'm not expecting it to come up. So it's just easier to just read the sentence.
So Pax tossed her drink back in one hit, like a very experienced drinker as she is.
I mean, if you look at that snark on her face. Like
she's been through it.
This woman has been through it.
It's surprising if you read that first, because this will go away after.
Yeah, it's surprising they managed to rule over Avalon for as long as they have been.
Avalon, a realm outside of human space-time,
realm.
known for its beauty, magic, and denizens, known as the Fae.
Honestly, I may have left Avalon many years ago, but I haven't forgotten all the nonsense the Alpha get up to. Or how some of them like to mess with my kind just for fun.
Which has gone into more in Killian's route.
I slide back over to the Alpha Knight, who's still being depressing.
I mean, he has no reason to not be depressing. Nothing changed for him.
But this guy. On the surface, at least, he looks serious. Probably the dependable type. The kind you'd want on your side if there were crazy people trying to attack you, even if he was really confused as to what's going on. Ch.01 puts another drink down in front of Pax, but I barely notice. How should I approach him? I go through what I know slowly. Most Alpha Knights I've seen were polite, but from what I can tell, this particular knight is seriously stiff. And Pax, how do you pronounce that?
I pronounce it as Nereid, but it could be completely wrong, and I'm sorry for anyone who knows the proper pronunciation.
It's Nereid now. As a Nereid, she shouldn't even be here by Avalon's laws. A type of fae that resembles what is known as water nymphs. They're supposed to be hidden away and stuff, and their laws keep them from leaving because they're now the wives of the water god. But we do need his help. Our lives are at stake, after all. Before I can finish thinking, Pax downs her drink again and slams the glass down to the bottom. Determination. Political nonsense aside, we should talk to this guy and see if he's any good. Wait, Pax. Okay. There she goes. She's gone. All right. She's making her way towards him.
Making my way
downtown. I get up and rush after her as she approaches the knight. My eyes fall down to the hand she's keeping close to her weapon. Pax. I mutter her name through clenched teeth, but she doesn't stop. Does she want to be thrown in Avalonian jail? Just let me handle this. When Pax reaches the knight's table, she leans over it, the smile on her lips wide. You're a knight, and we just so happen to need one. I can't help but let out a sigh.
That was terrible. That was so terrible. Oh my gosh.
Not the best opening, but knowing Pax, it could have been worse. The knight's expression flicks from confusion to surprise, but he doesn't move otherwise. I notice Pax relax, but her hand doesn't leave her side. The knight is silent for a moment. The ice in his glass clinks as he twirls it in his hand.
Basically, Pax is like asking for his help while ready to stab him with the other hand.
He leans back in his seat, his eyes studying us both carefully, quickly.
He's like assessing the danger.
Eyes flipping around. You're Sir Killian, right? I know her approach needs work, but she's not lying.
Really, it's just a normal person in all of this at all given times.
Normal person, abnormal world. We definitely need a knight. Now for a warrior who serves the royalty of the four courts, they're supposed to adhere to, chivalry.
Right.
Their own version of chivalry. I will hear you out. What is it that you need a knight for? Pax completely removes her hand from her side, and I let out yet another sigh of relief.
She's like, okay, so he's gonna hear us out. Pax not stabbing him. No one's going to jail.
No one's going to jail. You both sit down at Killian's table. I'll explain. Have you heard of the Cult of Muir? They're always screaming on street corners about the Promised Land or whatever. They've been especially annoying here in Yoru lately, so I'm sure you've noticed them. Killian nods, his eyes looking curious. And I'm sure you've heard of all the attacks lately. I have. Well, this cult, they seem to have fixated on me and my friend here. The loud one.
Oh, wow.
I see. Is there any reason for it? I carefully consider my words for a moment. How much does he really need to know about this? I'm not the worst person in the world, but I've probably done some things that might make him say no to helping us. And Pax definitely has.
Imagine how Jen Soldier out is gonna go since he's a detective.
Listen, he liked what he liked. Suddenly I wonder if knights have some sort of vow to only protect pure innocent maidens or something.
I mean, would nobody be surprised? Like, what if it's like, some sort of vow of like...
Yeah, to be honest.
Like, where we can only take on jobs if you are like a chaste maiden or some crap like that. Some misogynistic crap like that.
That's not risky. I mean, with the alpha involved?
Yeah. True. It's like they wouldn't be able to even have anyone to protect them.
I have a feeling that the summer court would be like that.
Weird, but okay.
We haven't been able to find out why they're going for us exactly. But we're looking into it. We think there's something bigger going on here. If you join us, we'd be able to tell you more eventually. But right now they're making even looking into what's happening difficult. It's to the point I'm scared to sleep in my own home.
Which is, valid, considering what happened.
Yeah, they know where I live, and they've come after me there. They've wrecked the place. We managed to get out alive, but Pax got hurt, and that's why we need you. Pax is she's no one powerful, and I'm just Sylph.
Very long thing. So a Fey race lives in Avalon, primarily in valleys and regions, places close to the sky that is free.
Take a hummingbird
stuff.
And make it a person.
Yeah, and their wings are nearly invisible, and they have hollow bones like a bird. So basically, very similar to birds.
Very fragile.
And
small.
Yeah, just terrible fates await them.
You blow on me hard enough and I break. We've gotten into our fair share of scrapes, but we're no fighters. Not like a knight of the High King must be.
The ruler of all of Avalon. Currently, there are 2.
Da, da, da. Yes, my reports had told me this wasn't just any Alpha Knight, but one of the High King himself. I can't believe
that. Wow, typo.
Wow.
Nobody told me about that.
I did not see that.
I'm gonna fix that because this game's still in development, so I can do that.
I can't believe he'd have the time to help me, honestly, but he is just hanging around here drinking all day. Killian's eyes remain on me even after I finish speaking. I love how we were blocking his other eye. We were blocking his eye patch. It's a dangerous job, It's highly likely you'll get hurt, but I'm sure you can handle it. Killian continues to stare at us silently for a moment, and I can tell he's seriously thinking about what we just said. Honestly, I'm just grateful for even that, with as crazy as all this sounds.
Yeah, it's pretty vague.
I let Killian have a moment to think, but as he opens his mouth to reply...
Oh, for F's sake. Alright, so... We're gonna go through this quickly, so don't bother to read it.
Fight scene!
Fight scene!
Oh no. Oh, peoples! With the cool gradient and little symbol.
I made these jackets. I feel like the duck meme. I made
honestly,
these.
you made those. But now I'm thinking about you can just click through. I'm thinking about the cult of Mirror. They have jackets. It's like join our cult. We have jackets.
Yeah. Yes, that was my thought.
It's so funny. Everybody screaming and freaking out.
Everyone
straight out of the boat. They already know. We already know. There's a fight. Man,
that's literally what I was thinking. Because it's just they're just drinking. It's they literally just put down their drink and they just get up and start crying.
It's man.
Because they are used to it.
I just imagine some people just bringing the cult with them.
Yeah, some people probably would. Just be well, I paid for this.
I paid money for this.
So she's man, they're gonna find us in a bar. How the hell they even find us?
And then Charissa's bruh. Oh my god.
She's freaking. She looks so freaked out.
She's what are you doing? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out.
Because she's she's just
it's no, get out. Shoot, run.
Oh my god.
And Killian's yeah.
Yeah. Everything just devolved really fast. Oh my gosh.
So this section in the bar, it was 3,600 words, and it's mostly fight scene. So it's just yeah.
He's just yeah. And Killian, his eyes burn with it. Eyes resolve as he cuts down cultists left, right. People are screaming. Cherry Soul's about to get killed.
She ran though. Now it's okay.
Oh, okay.
She ran. So Killian's just full. It's flex.
He's just
anime
showing
flex.
off. Oh my gosh.
Shing, 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 shing.
Oh my gosh.
Slice water.
Water.
Fire.
Water bending. Oh my
Killian's just watching him
Pax is trying to help from the sidelines in her own way.
Hey, yo, get out. Come on, man. You know you lost this fight. and then Aurelia and then Pax, they're doing a thing.
Yeah.
They're doing that friendship thing,
Distraction.
Yeah. And
wait, what did I say? Killian can. Okay. Got it.
So then Killian sees her, and then she's over here and then he's over here and then creep.
You got hard rock on.
Pax is over here, just
using vicious mockery.
Oh my gosh.
And Killian's just like ready to stab home. She's like, sting, little dagger, fury of the small.
Honestly, that's what it is.
These are a lot of D&D heroes.
Yes, but they're pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So, she tried to stab
missed.
him. She missed.
Man.
And
stop dodging.
and
Get out of the way.
then she does some water
Waterbending
stuff. Waterbending. Because all Nereids can do water stuff. 'cause they're
Waterbending.
water stuff. So yeah.
And then
A bolt of
bam.
lightning. Who did the
Killian.
lightning? Right, I
He
forgot he could do
he has
lightning.
elemental magic.
Right, because Faye.
Bam. And my man is a
That poor guy.
saboteur. Where? Oh no. I just disappears.
Yeah,
Like,
nasty.
oh no. Again? Killian's like, okay, well, this battle's over. I'm just and
I
everyone's already gone.
think he's disturbed.
He's just like, oh, well then. It's like, do y'all know what's going on? This is disturbing, guys. Like, what's happening? And she's like, well,
She has no idea either.
how is this happening? Cries.
It's no magic I know of, and it's a damn waste of a person.
An entire person just gone in an instant. Their families can't even have a burial. I signed on my fingers through my hair. None of it makes sense. It's all crazy. Who'd want to die like that? That's cults for you, I guess. Poor sods are likely brainwashed as hell. Yeah. Killian stands and turns to us, still as serious as ever. I couldn't give my answer earlier, but I will agree to help you. I take a deep breath and slowly exhale. Thank the gods. This guy's skills are impressive. We might actually have a fighting chance with him around. He frowns as he looks around the bar. There might be more cultists around. I could sense some odd presences in the area. I would recommend that I accompany you from now on, just in case they decide to attack you again.
And then he just never ever leaves if you play his route.
I look around at the destruction in the empty bar. Alright, thank you, Sir Knight. I can't express my relief, really.
You got the Celtic music on.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you do not need to worry, my lady. I will protect you with my life.
Oh my gosh, the stuff I had to write.
Feeling the heat rush to my cheeks, I push back a strand of my hair and try to think of how to reply. Thank you. Finally having some protection since the events of the last few days, it puts my mind somewhat at ease. And scoring an actual Knight of the High King? I didn't think it'd be this easy. But I was banking on the fact that all Knights of Avalon have some kind of moral code, at least. As ironic as it is for the Fae to have any.
Faye being like everybody in Avalon.
Whee! I put my knife away and whatever.
And whatever, I don't know what
Whatever.
happened.
My, a genuine Fae. This sounds like a dream. But it must hold some water if you could fluster Aurelia. Thanks from me to you as well, Sir Knight. Killian just
Dripping
packs a
sarcasm.
nod. And he
like slides off.
he didn't even register it. He was just like, yep, she's just thanking me. I know Cherry's gone, but we should leave some money for those drinks if we want to show our faces in here again, eh?
Wow, this music's getting really dramatic.
I know, wow, what the heck?
I don't know
Pax
this
thankfully
music
wanders off towards the bar, leaving Killian out alone, just slaps a bunch of money on the counter, doesn't even count, just whatever. Are you sure you don't have something you need to do first? He nods in response, but he doesn't move to leave. I do, but it can wait until you are somewhere safe. He bows to me, his hand resting over his heart. Oh, right. Thank you.
She's just like, I don't know how to deal with this.
He's so sincere, it's hard to know how to respond. What a rare person, especially in Yoru. I sigh and look around the bar. It's not totally trashed, but... Damn, I wonder what to tell Ch.01 when I see her next. My phone's vibration suddenly fills the dead quiet air. I pull it out and look down at the screen. Huh? Ikora. I had come to my acquaintance Naoki just yesterday. I asked him if he had any information on a certain location that the cultists have been preaching about. I couldn't find much online, so I went to the one person I knew who devoted his life to knowledge. Pax, having just sauntered back over to us, looks more than interested. Oh, is the handsome professor calling you?
I ignore her teasing and answer the phone, curious as to what he has to say.
Oh, we got
Hello?
the mysterious music on. I love this track.
I don't know how Naoki speaks, so you're gonna have to read for him.
I don't. He's just dead. It's just, hello, can we hold a meeting tonight?
A meeting? Why? Did you find something? I have been researching. I have information that might be of use to you. But first, I need to know more about what you need to know. Vaguely tempting. How can I sweeten the deal?
I'm sorry, now.
I know! He's so thirsty! I'm so thirsty!
She's like, what?
So thirsty!
Oh my
I completely
gosh.
thrown off by Naoki's sudden change in tone and don't know what to say. So it was probably like, how can I sweeten the deal? And she's like, whoa, buddy, hang on.
She's just like,
I'll just come over. It's fine. I'm not busy anyway. And I'm the one who asked for your help after all. No need for any stuff. Good. I'll send you my address. With that, I end the call. Look at my two companions. Got a hot date? I only roll my eyes in response. Feeling a vibration in my hand, I glanced at my phone, reading the text I was just sent. Naoki seems to have some info for us relating to all of this. So, let's go.
all right, and that's where we are stopping. Because that was long, but we got through it.
Yeah, we did.
So, if you guys want to see more, you should comment, and when you comment, you should, well, one, tell us that you want to see more, and two, tell me who are you trying to actually like romance in Echoes if you're playing the game.
Yeah.
So, and if you played MDSOA, tell me who you like, what routes you played, or what was your favorite route in MDSOA. So,
Yeah. As you can see, we have some of the buttons. I actually forgot my Shinji pin. So I only have Sho and Tatsuya right now, but like, yeah.
she'd normally have Shinji.
Normally I'd have Shinji on.
But,
like, you'll see him in some of the other videos.
So if you could just comment with that and, like the video, that would be greatly
Really
appreciated.
helpful, yeah.
And of course, subscribe if you want to see more from us.
And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you're actually notified, otherwise you'll have no idea when we upload.
Because we're doing lots of different kinds of videos, so.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
See you next time.